The Quiet Key. The Quiet Key, Mind Waves audiobook begins with a tranquil scene of a still lake at sunrise, where the water reflects the vibrant colors of the sky. The narrator introduces the concept of silence as a powerful tool for unlocking clarity, creativity, and inner peace. Subtle visuals of people meditating, journaling, and walking in serene environments illustrate how embracing quiet moments can lead to profound personal insights. The opening sets the stage for a journey into the transformative power of silence and introspection. Unsaid speaks louder than words, and invisibility becomes a tool for profound personal transformation in a world clamoring with noise, constant connectivity, and relentless demands for attention. This book offers a revolutionary approach, vanishing from the chaos to forge a new identity and reclaim your life. Imagine the power of stepping back from the societal stage of turning down the volume of life to hear your own voice again. What could you learn in the quiet? Who could you become if freed from the weight of others' expectations and the relentless buzz of modern existence? This book is not merely about physical disappearance, it's about creating space to breathe, think, and grow. In The Art of Silence, you will explore the practical and philosophical aspects of vanishing, from techniques for minimizing your digital footprint to strategies for cultivating inner peace and autonomy. This guide equips you with the tools necessary to embark on a journey of self-discovery and renewal. You will learn how to navigate the complexities of social obligations, work commitments, and personal relationships while maintaining control over your engagement with the world. The path advocated here is one of intentional retreat, not isolation. It encourages a strategic withdrawal to recalibrate your life's priorities and values. You'll discover how strategic silence can enhance your mental clarity and emotional resilience, transforming. 54. How you interact with the world around you. Each chapter provides actionable steps for implementing the art of disappearance in various aspects of your life, along with real-life stories of individuals who have mastered these techniques to profound effect. Whether you seek solitude for creativity, need a respite from the digital world, or wish to embark on a deeper journey of self-realization, this book is your guide. Prepare to challenge your perceptions of presence and absence, visibility and invisibility. The Art of Silence invites. 29. You to a transformative experience where disappearing doesn't mean losing yourself, but discovering who you truly are, unfettered and anew. Let the journey begin. Ever considered disappearing into the folds of silence, not out of fear but as an act of profound transformation? It's more than just keeping quiet, it's about embracing solitude, minimalism, and stillness while reflecting upon your innermost thoughts and feelings. It's about using silence as a powerful tool for personal growth and mental clarity. But how can you effectively 305 immerse yourself in this art without losing your identity? Let's set out on an enlightening journey towards understanding the power and therapeutic energy of silence and how you can make it an integral part of your life. For more information about the ebook version of this audio, check the video description or visit Audiobooks office. We notice that 67% of you who listen to our video are not yet subscribed to the channel. Please help support the channel by hitting the subscribe button and liking the video. Thanks for inspiring us to create more content for you. Chapter 1, Understanding the Power of Silence. In the domain of communication, silence is often overlooked, yet it wields a power far beyond our usual comprehension. You might think that silence is simply the absence of sound, but it's so much more. It's a tool, an art, and a language in itself. Let's explore into understanding this profound concept. Silence is not just about keeping your lips sealed, it's about embracing the quiet, listening attentively and processing information before reacting. It's about being present, providing space for others to express themselves and gaining insights from what isn't said. It's an opportunity to practice mindfulness and enabling you to tune into your thoughts and emotions. Silence can be a powerful communicator too. It can express acceptance, disagreement, or contemplation. It can set boundaries, demand respect, or provide comfort. It can be a form of protest, a sign of strength, or an indication of wisdom. It can express more than words ever could. But the power of silence doesn't stop there. When you understand its depth, you can harness it to improve your relationships, your decision making, and your overall well-being. You can learn to use silence to calm your mind, to deepen your thoughts, to enhance your creativity, and to promote inner peace. Chapter 2, Embracing Solitude for Transformation. Understanding and harnessing the power of silence can lead you to another profound practice, embracing solitude for transformation. Solitude, often mistaken for loneliness, is actually a state of being alone without feeling lonely. It's a time for introspection, self-discovery, and personal evolution. Embracing solitude gives you an opportunity to listen to your inner voice, free from the noise and influence of the outside world. You might wonder, why should I embrace solitude? What's in it for me? The answer lies in the transformative power of solitude. When you're alone, you're the author of your thoughts. You can explore your deepest desires, confront your fears, and critically evaluate your life's direction. Solitude offers a sanctuary for self-reflection, providing a space for you to reconnect with your core values, reassess your life goals, and devise a plan to achieve them. However, embracing solitude is not about isolating yourself completely. It's about dedicating a certain portion of your time to be alone with your thoughts, to understand yourself better, and to cultivate peace within. It's about learning to enjoy your own company, to find comfort in silence, and to use that comfort to transform yourself. In this process, you might find it challenging to detach yourself from external distractions, but remember, it's a journey of self-discovery. Be patient with yourself, and gradually you'll learn to appreciate the power of solitude and use it as a tool for transformation. After all, solitude is not a state of absence but a state of presence with yourself. Chapter 3, The Impact of Minimalism on Identity. Minimalism, a lifestyle that advocates for living with less, can profoundly influence your identity. By stripping away the unnecessary, you're able to find the essence of who you truly are. The superficial layers, often cluttered with material possessions, are peeled away, revealing the core of your identity unaltered and authentic. Each item you shed, each bit of clutter you remove, is a step towards self-discovery. you're not just decluttering your space, you're decluttering your identity, you're removing the distractions, the noise, the materialistic pressure society often imposes. You're left with a clearer understanding of your values, your passions, your purpose. The minimalist lifestyle isn't just about less stuff, it's about more freedom. You're freeing yourself from the constant need to acquire more to keep up with the Joneses. You're breaking free from the cycle of consumerism and embracing a life of intentionality. You're choosing to live by your own rules, not dictated by societal expectations. As you embrace minimalism, you'll notice a shift in your identity. You'll start prioritizing experiences over possessions, relationships over status, quality over quantity. You'll discover that your identity isn't tied to what you own but who you are at your core, and with this newfound understanding you can make choices that are better aligned with your true self. The path to minimalism isn't always easy, but it's unmistakably transformative. It teaches you to value yourself, not your possessions, and in doing so it reshapes your identity in a profound way. Chapter 4: Unveiling the Self Through Stillness. Embracing the minimalist lifestyle and its transformative impact on your identity sets the stage for the next profound self-discovery tool: stillness. Stillness, often misunderstood as merely the absence of movement, is a state of being that allows you to plunge into your inner depths. It's a practice that requires dedication, patience, and discipline. Imagine yourself in a quiet room with no distractions or interruptions. The stillness present isn't just physical, it's mental and emotional as well. This serene environment allows you to peel back the layers of your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, leading to a profound understanding of yourself. To achieve stillness, you need to make a conscious effort to slow down. Your normal routine might be filled with tasks and activities that keep you busy, but take a moment to pause, breathe deeply, focus on your senses, and allow your mind to become still. It's not about shutting out the world, but about learning to exist within it without being overwhelmed or consumed by its ceaseless chatter. Remember, the journey to stillness isn't a race, it's a process of exploration and discovery. You'll encounter resistance, discomfort, and even fear. You may feel vulnerable as you confront parts of yourself you've hidden or ignored, but these encounters are necessary steps in revealing your true self. You'll learn to accept, understand, and love your entirety. Stay with it. Your commitment to stillness will reward you with clarity, peace, and a profound understanding of who you truly are. The art of silence is a transformative journey revealing your authentic self through stillness, a journey only you can initiate. Chapter 5: Redefining Presence in Silence. In the domain of silence, a new definition of presence unfolds. It's not about being seen or heard, it's about being truly aware. Silence isn't an absence, but rather a different type of existence, a unique presence that you can tap into. Your presence in silence is not tethered to the physical world, but rather it's immersed in the sphere of thoughts, emotions, and intuitions. In silence, you're not defined by what others see or hear, but by what you sense and perceive it's a richly textured experience that transcends the limitations of the material world. To redefine your presence in silence, you must first accept silence not as an enemy but as a friend. Embrace the quiet moments, for they offer a chance to connect with your deepest self. You'll find that silence isn't about absence but about a different kind of presence, a presence that's centered within you. Next, practice attentive listening in silence. Every sound takes on a new significance. Listen to your breath, your heartbeat, the distant hum of the world around you. Don't aim to make sense of these sounds but simply observe them. This practice of attentive listening can help you develop a heightened awareness of your presence in silence. Chapter 6: Cultivating Inner Peace Through Quietude. How can silence foster inner peace? The answer is simple yet profound. Silence, when embraced, becomes a vessel for introspection, mindfulness and tranquility. It's not about the absence of noise but the presence of self-awareness and acceptance. To cultivate inner peace, you need to start by acknowledging the power of quietude. Silence isn't just golden, it's therapeutic. It's your sanctuary where you can retreat from the hustle and bustle of the world. It's a domain where you can listen to your thoughts, understand your feelings, and reconnect with yourself. Incorporate silence into your daily routine. It could be during your morning coffee, your commute, or your bedtime routine. Don't just seek silence, create it. Mute the distractions, turn off your devices, and focus on the silence. Listen to it, feel it, embrace it. Silence also fosters mindfulness. It helps you live in the present, appreciate the now, and let go of the past and future. It teaches you to accept things as they are without judgment or resistance. It's a tool for self-discovery, self-improvement, and self-transformation. Lastly, remember that silence is a journey, not a destination. It's a practice, not a one-time event. It's a commitment, not a convenience. It's a lifestyle, not a trend. So immerse yourself in the silence, let it seep into your being, and watch as it transforms you, one quiet moment at a time. Chapter 7: Disappearing into the Realm of Silence. Having established the importance of silence for cultivating inner peace, let's move on to explore another dimension of quietude: disappearing into the sphere of silence. This domain isn't just about physical silence, it's about quieting your internal chatter too. It's about becoming so still that you become almost invisible, lost in the waves of silence. You might be wondering, how do you achieve this? Start by finding a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Let it be your anchor, grounding you in the present moment. As thoughts arise, don't engage with them, instead observe them as if you're a third party. Notice how they come and go without any effort from your side, but you won't disappear into silence by simply observing your thoughts. You need to take it a step further. Imagine a vast ocean of silence and yourself as a drop falling into it. As the drop merges with the ocean, it loses its identity, it becomes the ocean. Similarly, as you immerse yourself in silence, you lose your sense of self. You become the silence. This might feel strange at first, you might even feel a sense of loss, but stick with it. With practice, you'll start to experience a deep sense of peace, a sense of being part of something larger than yourself. Chapter 8: Harnessing the Energy of Silence. Silent spaces can serve as reservoirs of untapped energy ready for you to harness. This isn't about mystical powers powers or supernatural phenomena, but rather about the practical and psychological benefits silence can provide. Silence, in its essence, gives you the opportunity to collect your thoughts and to analyze your emotions and reactions in your journey to master the art of silence. It's vital to understand that harnessing the energy of silence is not a passive process, it's an active endeavor that requires your full engagement and commitment. Start by making a conscious effort to seek out and create silent spaces in your daily life. This might mean waking up just a little bit earlier or finding a quiet spot during your lunch break. It's in these moments of quiet that you'll start to feel the energy of silence working its magic. With each moment of silence you carve out, you're generating an energy field of clarity, focus, and calmness. This energy can then be channeled into your personal and professional life, boosting your productivity, enhancing your relationships, and promoting a sense of overall well-being. Remember, harnessing the energy of silence is not about shutting out the world, but rather about creating a space within yourself for introspection and self-awareness. It's about understanding your capabilities, acknowledging limitations, and ultimately transforming yourself into a more balanced and grounded individual. In the next part of the series, we'll explore further into the transformative power of silence and how you can use it to reshape and redefine your identity. Chapter 9: Transformative Power of Silence. Through the lens of silence, you can discover a transformative power that is often overlooked. This power isn't just about quieting your surroundings, it's about creating a space within yourself where transformation can occur. Silence is a tool, and like any tool, it can be harnessed for change. Imagine silence as a cocoon. You're the caterpillar undergoing a metamorphosis. You've spun this quiet space around yourself not as a retreat from the world, but as a cocoon of self-reflection and introspection. Inside this cocoon, you're free from external influences and distractions. You're able to examine your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors with a newfound clarity. But the transformative power of silence doesn't stop at introspection, it's also about action. When you're silent, you're not passive, you're actively listening, absorbing, and processing. You're focusing on the present moment, and this focus allows you to respond rather than react to situations. You become more mindful and considerate, transforming not only your perspective but also your interactions with others. Silence allows you to peel back the layers of noise that often cloud judgment and stifle growth. It helps you identify patterns, break cycles, and make conscious choices. It's a catalyst for personal evolution. In the art of silence, you're not disappearing, you're transforming. You're shedding an old skin and emerging renewed. This is the transformative power of silence, the capacity to change, to grow, to evolve. Embrace it and let it guide you on your journey of self-transformation. Chapter 10: Finding Clarity in Silence. In the domain of silence, your mind's eye begins to see with incredible clarity. The constant chatter, the incessant buzz of thoughts, worries, and distractions that usually fill your mind are quieted. It's like wiping a foggy window clean, allowing a clear, unobstructed view. The mental noise that once clouded your thoughts is replaced by a serene tranquility. Within this silence you can tune into your inner voice with greater ease. It's there that you'll find your own truths uncolored by external influences. You'll rediscover your values, your passions, and your deepest desires. The clarity that comes from silence isn't just about thinking more clearly, it's about understanding yourself on a deeper level, about peeling back the layers to reveal what truly matters to you. But finding clarity and silence isn't something that happens overnight. It requires patience, practice, and perseverance. You can't force it, instead allow it to unfold naturally. Start by setting aside a few minutes each day for silence. Gradually increase this time as you become more comfortable with the quiet. Remember, silence isn't absence, it's presence. It's an active state of being where you're fully engaged with your inner self. It's a space where you're not reacting but observing, not judging but accepting. In this sphere of silence you'll find not only clarity but also a sense of inner peace that can transform your life. So immerse yourself in silence, listen to its whispers, and let it guide you towards a clearer understanding of yourself and the world around you. Chapter 11: Embodying Silence is a lifestyle. Embracing the power of quiet as a regular part of your life is the next step on this journey. It's more than just a fleeting moment of solitude. It's about embodying silence as a lifestyle choice that can transform your existence. This isn't a matter of merely being quiet, but rather cultivating an environment where silence can flourish. This transformative process requires dedication. You've got to want it, to need it, to actively seek out moments of tranquility amidst the chaos of everyday life. It's not about shutting out the world, but rather finding a balance, a harmonious coexistence between the tumultuous and the serene. Start small. It could be as simple as spending 5 minutes each day in absolute silence, allowing your thoughts to flow without judgment or interference. You'll find that over time these minutes will become precious pockets of peace, a sanctuary of silence that you'll begin to crave. Consider adjusting your environment to encourage silence. This could mean decluttering your space, turning off unnecessary noise like the TV or radio, or even using noise-canceling headphones. You'll be surprised at how these small changes can amplify the effect of silence in your life. Chapter 12: The Art of Disappearing Gracefully. Life stage offers you countless roles, and sometimes mastering the art of disappearing gracefully becomes essential for your well-being. This isn't about vanishing into thin air or escaping from reality. No, you're not becoming a magician. Instead, it's about making a conscious decision to step back and remove yourself from situations that no longer serve you. It's about the artful retreat, the gentle exit, and the mindful move towards transformation. To achieve this, you must first identify why you need to disappear. Is it for self-improvement? Is it to avoid negative energy? Answering these questions will guide your steps. Next, make a plan. You can't simply disappear without a trace. You'll need to tie loose ends, fulfill responsibilities, and guarantee that your absence doesn't cause harm or chaos. Then communicate if possible. Let the relevant people know about your plans. You're not required to reveal every detail, but a simple message can prevent unnecessary worry or speculation. Remember, this is about about disappearing gracefully, not irresponsibly. Chapter 13, Reflecting in the Silence after mastering the art of disappearing gracefully. You find yourself enveloped in silence. At first it might seem intimidating, the quiet so overwhelming it almost becomes deafening, but don't let it unnerve you. Instead, embrace it. The silence is a sanctuary, a place for introspection and transformation. You're not merely hiding in the silence, you're actively reflecting within it. This is the stage where you plumb into the depths of your being, examining your thoughts, feelings, and actions. It's not always comfortable confronting your truths, but it's essential for growth. Remember the silence isn't a void, it's filled with your thoughts, dreams, fears, and aspirations. Even in the quietest moments, your mind is buzzing with activity. Don't shy away from it. Listen to your thoughts, understand them. You're not here to judge yourself, but to learn and evolve. Engage in a dialogue with your inner self. Ask questions, get to know yourself better. Reflect on your past, present, and future. Silence is a mirror that reflects your true self, unfiltered and raw. This introspection will help you understand your strengths, acknowledge your weaknesses, and identify areas for improvement. In the silence, you'll find a sense of clarity and peace that's rare to find in the world's noise. You'll uncover insights about yourself you never knew existed. The self-discovery is a transformative process, a rebirth of sorts through reflection. You're not just disappearing into the silence, but emerging from it stronger and wiser. The silence isn't just a refuge, it's a crucible for transformation. Chapter 14, Navigating the Silence within. Crossing the internal silence can feel like traversing a vast unknown landscape. It's a journey that requires courage, patience, and resilience. You need to be prepared to encounter unexpected obstacles and face your deepest fears, but don't be discouraged. Every step you take is a step towards self-transformation. Understanding the terrain is key. Visualize your internal silence as an expansive terrain filled with peaks of clarity and valleys of confusion. Your goal isn't to conquer this landscape, but rather to navigate it. You're not trying to eliminate the silence, but to understand it, embrace it, and use it to your advantage. Start by familiarizing yourself with this inner world. Spend time with your thoughts, listen to what they're telling you, acknowledge them without judgment, then let them go. This isn't a time for action, it's a time for observation. You're a silent observer, quietly watching your thoughts as they come and go. Then when you're ready, move deeper into the silence. This is where you'll encounter your deepest fears and insecurities. It's important to approach these with compassion and understanding. Remember, you're not here to fight or run away, you're here to acknowledge and accept. Finally, find your center in the silence. This is your sanctuary, your place of peace and clarity. It's where you'll find the strength to face your fears, the wisdom to understand your thoughts, and the courage to transform yourself. Navigating the silence within is a journey of self-discovery and transformation. It's challenging, but it's also incredibly rewarding. And remember, you're not alone. You have the strength and Wisdom within you to navigate this journey successfully. Chapter 15 Silence is a path to self-discovery. Diving into silence opens up a path to self-discovery. Just as a quiet forest holds secrets in its silence, so too does the silence within you. It's a path less traveled, but it's one that can lead you to profound insights about yourself. Begin by setting aside designated quiet moments in your day. It doesn't have to be hours, even a few moments of silence can be powerful. Make it a routine, a non-negotiable part of your day. This is your time to sit in silence without distractions or interruptions. In these moments of silence, pay close attention to your thoughts. You'll notice that they're like a constant stream of chatter. Don't try to control them or push them away. Instead, observe them without judgment. Acknowledge them and let them pass. This isn't easy, but it's a vital step in your journey. As you become more comfortable with this practice, you'll start to notice patterns and recurring themes in your thoughts. These are clues about your subconscious, your fears, your desires, your values. You may discover things about yourself that you weren't aware of before. Remember, silence is not just the absence of noise, it's a space where you can listen to your inner voice, your intuition. It's a window into your soul. Silence as a path to self-discovery is a journey, not a destination. It's a process of continuous learning, exploration, and growth. Embrace it and you'll be amazed at the transformation within yourself. Chapter 16 Silent Observance of the World. Building on the concept of silence is a path to self-discovery. You can extend this practice to observing the world around you. The step termed silent observance is a vital component of the art of silence. It's not just about quietly watching events unfold, but about fully immersing yourself in the ongoing flux of life without verbal interruption. Think of it as becoming a silent spectator of life's theater. You're not on the stage, nor are you engaging in conversations with fellow audiences. You're just there, absorbing the acts, the dialogues, the emotions, and the ambience. It's a profound state of being where your senses are heightened and your understanding deepens. Silent observance doesn't mean you turn a blind eye to the world's happenings. It's about growing your perception. You learn to discern subtle cues, nuances in behavior, and the undercurrents of situations that you'd likely miss in the bustle of regular discourse. You're cultivating a mindful presence free from the noise of judgment or opinions. Yet it's essential to recognize that silent observance isn't passive. You're not just an idle bystander, you're an active participant in a quiet, inconspicuous way. You'll find yourself reacting internally, processing experiences, and refining your insights. You're transforming, evolving, yet remaining unnoticed. Attribute to the power and beauty of silent observance. In the art of silence, you'll discover that observing in silence isn't about disconnection, but rather a unique form of engagement, a deeper, more meaningful interaction with the world around you. Chapter 17 Shifting Perspectives through Silence. In the silence, your perspective begins to shift. You're no longer bombarded by the constant chatter and distractions of the world. You can start to see things from a different angle. It's as if you've been given a new lens to view the world through. This isn't just a vague sense of change, but a tangible transformation you can feel within yourself. Understand that silence isn't merely an absence of noise, it's a profound state of being that allows allows you to connect with your innermost thoughts and feelings. You're not just withdrawing from the external world, you're delving deep into your internal world. This is where the real shift occurs. Silence takes you beyond the superficial layers of your existence and into the core of your being. As you cultivate this practice of silence, you'll notice your perceptions becoming more nuanced. You'll start to see the subtleties you previously overlooked. You'll become more discerning in your interactions with others and more insightful about your own motivations. Remember, this isn't about cutting yourself off from the world, it's about creating a space within yourself where you can observe and reflect without judgment. It's about gaining a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. Embrace the silence, let it guide you towards a more profound perspective. In this journey, you're not just learning to be silent, you're learning to listen, to observe, and to reflect. This is the art of silence, and it can truly transform your world. Chapter 18: A Gateway to Transformation. Through the art of silence, you unseal a gateway to metamorphosis. This isn't a fictitious portal but a tangible shift point within your being. It's a passageway that leads to a domain of inner peace, self-discovery, and profound metamorphosis. Like any gateway, it requires is a key. In this framework, silence is that key. Silence doesn't mean the mere absence of sound. It's about cultivating a state of mental and emotional stillness where the internal chatter ceases and you're fully present in the moment. You're not judging, analyzing, or interpreting, you're simply being. In this state, you're receptive to your deepest thoughts, emotions, and intuition. You're attuned to your authentic self. Now visualize this process as delving into a serene lake. The surface, your conscious mind, is often turbulent with thoughts and emotions, but as you dive deeper into silence, you reach the calm, profound depths. Here, profound insights and transformative experiences await. This silent immersion isn't about escaping reality, it's about transforming your perception of it. You'll begin to see things not as they appear but as they truly are. You'll discern the ephemeral from the eternal, the superficial from the substantial. This discernment is the first step towards genuine metamorphosis. Embracing silence, consequently, is a potent tool for personal growth and transformation. It's not an end in itself, but a means to an end. It's a journey inward that leads to an outward transformation. By mastering this art, you're not merely disappearing, you're evolving into a more authentic, self-aware version of yourself. Chapter 19: The Language of Silence. Silence, often perceived as a void, paradoxically speaks volumes. You'll find it's a language unto itself, a language that's both powerful and transformative. It's not just about quiet, it's about listening, understanding, and responding in a way words often fail to do. Developing fluency in the language of silence involves more than merely refraining from speech. It's about creating a mental quietude that reverberates in your existence. As you take part in this transformation, you become more than an observer, you become a participant in the silent dialogue of your surroundings and your inner self. To master the language of silence, You must first learn to embrace it. You may find it uncomfortable initially, but that discomfort is part of the transformation. It's a reflection of the turmoil that's often hidden beneath the constant chatter of words. Embrace the silence and allow that turmoil to surface, to be acknowledged and to be released. The language of silence also involves listening, not just with your ears but with your entire being. It's about understanding the unspoken, the whispers of the wind, the rustle of leaves, the silent beat of your heart. It's about tapping into the universal energy that binds us all and using that energy to transform yourself. Chapter 20, Dissolving Ego Through Silence. Ever wondered how stillness can dissolve ego? It's not a concept you'll often encounter in the den of everyday life, but it's a powerful tool in personal transformation. The ego, with its constant need for validation and control, often becomes a barrier in realizing your true self. Stillness, on the other hand, strips away the den and lays bare the essence of who you are. Understanding the ego is the first step. It's the part of you that craves recognition, thrives on comparison, and feeds off conflict. It's the voice that tells you that you're better or worse than others, that you must always be right, that you need to have more. It's a relentless prattle that drowns out your inner wisdom. Now, how can stillness help? When you embrace stillness, you're not just turning off external den, you're shutting down the ego's prattle. By being still, you're giving yourself a break from the ego's constant demands. You're creating a space for self-reflection and self-awareness. In the stillness, you start seeing the ego for what it really is, an illusion, a construct of the mind. You realize that you are not your ego, your thoughts, or your emotions. You are something far greater, far more profound. You are the observer, the consciousness behind the thoughts. Stillness, accordingly, is not just absence of den, it's a gateway to your real self, a path to dissolving ego. It's a transformative journey that starts with a simple act, being still. So, are you ready to embrace the stillness and meet your true self? Chapter 21, The Beauty of Quiet Contemplation. In the midst of chaos, finding time for quiet contemplation can feel like a luxury you can't afford. However, it's a simple pleasure that holds transformative power. It's not about escaping the world, but about creating a space within yourself where you can retreat, recharge, and reconnect with your inner self. Delving into quiet contemplation doesn't require grand gestures. You don't need to climb a mountain or retreat to a secluded cabin in the woods. It can be as simple as sitting in a comfortable chair in a quiet room, closing your eyes and focusing on your breathing. It's the act of intentionally silencing your mind and ushering in tranquility. The beauty of quiet contemplation lies in its simplicity and accessibility. It's an art form that anyone can practice regardless of their circumstances. What's more, it's a surprisingly effective way to deal with the stress and turmoil that life often throws your way. It's like a personal haven that you can retreat to whenever you need a reprieve from the world. Don't underestimate the power of quiet contemplation. It can transform your perspective, foster a deep sense of inner peace, and even facilitate personal growth. And all it takes is a little time, a quiet space, and a willingness to let go of the noise and distractions that often cloud our minds. So why not give it a try? You might be surprised at the impact it can have on your life. Chapter 22, A Tool for Personal Growth. You might not realize it, but the practice of silence and Contemplation can be a powerful tool for personal growth. It's not about shunning the world or hiding away. Instead, it's about embracing a quieter, more introspective approach to life. This can foster an immense sense of personal empowerment, leading to profound transformation. Silence offers you a chance to step back, pause, and evaluate your life from a fresh perspective. It allows you to listen to your inner voice and reconnect with your true self. You'll find that as you become more comfortable with silence, you become more in tune with your thoughts and feelings. This heightened self-awareness can guide you in making more informed decisions that align with your core values and ASP operations. Moreover, the discipline of silence cultivates patience and resilience. It's not easy to sit quietly with your thoughts, especially when they're uncomfortable or challenging, but it's within these moments of discomfort that you learn to navigate your emotions effectively. You discover your strengths, confront your weaknesses, and develop emotional agility. Finally, the practice of silence can enhance your creativity. In silence, your mind is free from external distractions, allowing your imagination to wander and generate new ideas. This can spark innovation and inspire you to pursue endeavors that are truly meaningful to you. In a world that's constantly buzzing, the art of silence can be your sanctuary, a tool for personal growth, transformation, and self-discovery. Give it a try and you might just surprise yourself with the changes you inspire. Chapter 23: Embracing Silence for Mental Clarity. Building on the concept of silence is a personal growth tool. Let's now explore its role in fostering mental clarity. In a world of constant noise, silence is a rare commodity, yet it's in these quiet moments that you can clear your mind, allowing thoughts to flow unimpeded. It's not about eliminating thoughts, but rather giving them space to breathe. When you embrace silence, you're creating a mental sanctuary, a place where your thoughts aren't bombarded by external influences. This refuge helps you reflect on your thoughts and feelings without distractions, leading to greater self-awareness. However, it's not just about inner tranquility. Silence can also enhance your cognitive functions. A quiet environment is conducive for concentration, improving your ability to focus and handle complex tasks. It's like hitting the refresh button on your brain, making you more productive and efficient. Silence also aids in decision-making. When you're constantly surrounded by noise, it's easy to react impulsively, but when you step back and allow yourself to drown out the noise, you're more likely to make thoughtful, informed decisions. So how can you incorporate silence into your life? Start by setting aside a few minutes each day for quiet reflection. It could be early in the morning before the world wakes up, or late at night when everything settles down. Remember, it's not about finding a silent place, but creating a silent space within yourself. In embracing silence, you're not just transforming your mind but also your life. The clarity it brings to your thoughts can be empowering, leading to more purposeful actions and stronger self-belief. Chapter 24: The Healing Power of Silence. Silence, often overlooked, is a potent healer. It's the space that allows your body and mind to regroup, to re-energize. It's the quietude that lets you tap into your inner reservoir of strength, resilience and wisdom. Silence is more than the absence of sound. It's a state of being that promotes healing and transformation. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, you're constantly bombarded with stimuli. This continuous exposure to noise, whether physical or mental, leads to stress, anxiety and a sense of being overwhelmed. It's in these moments that silence can serve as your refuge. It's the pause that allows you to gather your thoughts, to regain control, to heal. Silence is integral to practices like meditation and mindfulness. These techniques aim to quiet the mind, to bring about a state of tranquility and to foster healing from within. When you're silent, you're not just shutting out the external world, you're also tuning into yourself. You're getting to know your thoughts, feelings and emotions without judgment. Furthermore, silence can help you become more empathetic. When you're silent, you're more likely to listen, to understand and to connect with others on a deeper level. You'll find that silence not only heals you but also improves your relationships. Chapter 25, Your Path to Renewal. American Samoa. You begin your journey to renewal through the art of silence. Take a moment to reflect on your past self, considering your experiences and growth. Embrace solitude with purpose, using this time to separate from external distractions and find an inner stillness that promotes serenity. This process will help you to reconnect with your essence, rediscovering who you truly are beneath the noise of everyday life. Reflecting on your past self can be a profound path to personal renewal. It requires an honest evaluation of your past actions, decisions, and experiences. You shouldn't shun or regret your past, rather use it as a guide to your transformation journey. Consider journaling as a tool for self-reflection. It's a powerful way to document your thoughts, emotions, and experiences. By writing about your past, you're giving yourself a chance to observe patterns, identify strengths and weaknesses, and understand your reactions to different situations. Acknowledge your mistakes and forgive yourself. You can't change the past, but you can learn from it. What matters most isn't the mistake itself, but the lessons you've gleaned from it. These lessons become the stepping stones to a better future. Try to maintain a balanced perspective. Don't dwell on negatives alone. Celebrate your victories, however small. Each success, each triumph over adversity is a badge of honor to your resilience and adaptability. In the process, you discover the power of personal growth and transformation, the beauty of becoming a better version of yourself. It's a journey of self-discovery, and it begins with reflecting on your past self. Having taken the time to reflect on your past, it's equally important to embrace solitude purposefully, a key step on your path to renewal. Understand that solitude isn't about isolating yourself from the world, but rather about creating a space for self-discovery and transformation. Your journey towards the art of silence requires meaningful alone time. When you purposefully embrace solitude, you're allowing yourself the freedom to excavate deeper into your thought processes, to explore your feelings, and to gain a clearer perspective on your self-identity. You're not only distancing yourself physically from distractions and noise, but you're also creating an environment that facilitates introspection. Remember, solitude isn't loneliness, it's a conscious decision to be with yourself, to understand yourself better. It's an avenue to strengthen your relationship with your inner self. Nurturing an environment for personal growth. With solitude, you're creating a solid foundation for your transformation, an essential component in your journey towards emming the art of silence. In purposeful solitude, you'll find opportunities for self-reflection, self-discovery, and personal development. It's an empowering process that will lead you to a renewed sense of self. Chapter 26. Find inner stillness. After embracing solitude, your next step towards mastering the art of silence is to find inner stillness. This isn't simply about being quiet, it's about quieting the mind, letting go of the mental chatter, and finding peace within yourself. Your path to inner stillness may vary, but it often starts with mindfulness. Pay attention to the present moment, let go of past regrets and future worries. Your focus should be on the here and now. Deep breathing exercises can also be beneficial. By focusing on your breath, you can effectively slow down your thoughts and heart rate, creating a sense of calm and relaxation. The goal is to reach a state of mental stillness where your mind is clear and calm. There are also a host of other techniques that you can use to cultivate inner stillness. These include meditation, yoga, and Tai Chi. Whatever method you choose, the key is consistency. Practice regularly and you'll find your inner stillness growing stronger and more resilient. Embracing the tranquility of your inner stillness, you're ready to set out on the next phase of your journey, reconnecting with your essence. This process, though profound, isn't as intimidating as it may seem. It's about quieting your mind, listening to your heart, and recognizing the core values that truly define you. Begin by setting aside time daily for introspection. This could be through meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in silence. You're not looking for answers, but rather observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Next, reflect on what truly matters to you. Is it honesty, courage, compassion? These values, the ones that resonate deeply within you, are the essence of your being. They're the guiding principles that shape your decisions and actions. Finally, consider how you express these values in your daily life. Do your actions align with your core values? If not, it's time to make some changes. This isn't about becoming someone else, but rather being the most authentic version of yourself. Reconnecting with your essence isn't a one-time event, but a continual process of self-discovery and transformation. It's about embracing your true self and living a life that reflects your core values. Remember, the journey is just as important as the destination. Have you acknowledged the power within silence? By embracing solitude and minimalism, you've set out on a transformative journey of self-discovery. The stillness has revealed your true self, and silence has become a tool for personal growth. It's provided you mental clarity and a healing energy. Now you're on your path to renewal, ready to disappear and re-emerge transformed. Continue to cherish these tranquil moments, for they are your key to mastering. The video concludes with calming imagery of a single key glowing softly in an open palm, symbolizing the revelations found through silence. The narrator reinforces the idea that silence is not just the absence of noise but the presence of profound understanding. Viewers are encouraged to embrace the quiet moments in their lives as opportunities for growth and connection. The video fades out with the words, "In stillness lies the key to unlocking your true self." The scene transitions to the peaceful lake from the opening, now bathed in the soft glow of moonlight.